Alright, so here we go, part 2. We've got chart 367. 3 different ways to play the blues, and when appropriate we're going to be referring to these guys up here. We want to zoom in on these guys so I can hardly see them. We're going to go column by column once again, same format as last time, but I've refined and improved the techniques. You're learning this as I'm learning this. This is the best way for me to learn it and at the same time teach it. Of course, I've already done my homework, right? So 3-chord blues, we have the 3 groove chords, the 1 root dominant, the 4th 4 dominant, and the 5th 5 dominant. So it's a 3-chord blues. Okay, just 1, 4, and 5. E-shaped 1, A-shaped 4th. Now we can't do that C-shaped 5th the way we do it in the tripentatonic blues. We'd have a 1 shaped 5 dominant, a 1 dominant here, up an octave, and then we'd go to the C-shaped. Now we should have, as the 5th of that. Okay, there it is. I mean, I got my finger on that F. I wasn't pressing down enough on that little bar up there. We can't get that C shape down here. Okay? We can get a half C shape. Okay? That's a half C shape. Like that, right? D, G, and B. In cage, what's the next letter after C in the word cage? A. So we would go to the A shape. That's why we go A-shaped 4th and then A-shaped 5th. Because we can only do a half C shape down here, which is a nice chord. For you, it'd be like a B7 up here, right? But that's hard to do with the finger bar for me. So that's what's going on with the 3-chord blues, the groove chords. So these are just groove chords. Okay, so the first thing we would do with these groove chords is we're going to play the regular scale. So how's that really going to go on the piano? It'd be like, okay, then we're going to do the Lydian 4th, and then we're going to do the Mixolydian 5th. Just all white keys there. We've got an Ionian 1, we've got a Lydian 4th, and we've got a Mixolydian 5th. So the 5th is naturally a Mixolydian, which is nice. So that gives us a blues chord for free on the 5th there. Alright, so we can play that on the guitar. I just got myself a little more coffee. So we're going to go through this chart, okay? I have to do that backwards. I'm concerned with what's written down here. The blues note in playway 1 and 3 are the blues notes of the magic keys. Only the tripent blues uses the blues notes of the root key. Okay, we'll get to that statement. I just had to cover that. That wasn't particularly concerned with what I told you here, the major third of the root key. Okay, and what that is we'll get to that column. We're going to work our way from left to right here. So we've got our 3-chord blues, and then we also played the 3 modes, all white keys so to speak, and we can do that on guitar too. It'd be something like, got to get like the groove going. Okay, so that's simply what I did just on the piano. It just at a kind of a different rate, different comfortableness. Okay, and then when we go to the fourth there, Lydian fourth, we're just going to do that Lydian mode. I'm going to just jump right up here and do it. Now notice that I played a Mixolydian by mistake. It sounded good. It does. No question. And then we can go to the fifth. Okay, I slowed that down on purpose because we're just gonna do that Mixolydian scale there. That scale build, as you know, is a long A there, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then we go to the and skipping every letter in the word caged. Okay, we got the long A. We'll just jump right up here for a second for that build. So for that Mixolydian build I was playing the long there because the long is easier to identify the blues chords, the the blues notes. Thank you. For me. So on that A we go 5, 6, 7. We just continue on. It loops around here. Root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. Alright, so that was playing in this column here, not the blues, not those blues notes, just the 1, 4, 5, not really the chords. Okay, this is the chords. I don't know why I put 1, 4, 5 chords here. Okay, this is normal diatonic mode, Ionian, Lydian, fourth, no blues notes, but you can play the chords and just play no blues notes. If you want to have some fun, what you can do is just play around with the white keys and do your own little like Hanons, like just same shape, just go up those white keys. That's a lot of fun. When you do that into a synthesizer and put it on chord match, it'll transpose, it'll follow whatever chord you play on the bottom, and it's really cool. I used to do that a lot. So but that's not what it's about now, right? Now we want to play guitar like that. It doesn't work quite the same way. My goal isn't to play everything I play on the piano or played on the guitar, but it certainly is a lot of really important concepts that a piano player can use to play the guitar. So let's look at Playway 1 now. Here we go. This note down here says that Playway 1 and 3 are the blues notes of the magic keys. Now there's a stipulation. Playway 1 here, this column here, this isn't really a blues note, it's an augmented note. It takes us out of the scale, and of course a blues note takes us out of the scale, but in this case it's not a blues note. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and we want to do a flatted third, right, that takes us out of the scale. But if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and we want to do an augmented fourth, it's going to take us out of the scale, but it's not a blues note, because if we're playing in C but we're doing a magic key that's the fourth of the fourth of C is F, the fourth of F is B flat, therefore the blues magic key, fourth of the fourth, is B flat for the key of C. Okay, so we'll be continuing on this column